Morning, everyone. It's March 1st, a new month, a new week, and we'll see what the market holds. It's off to a pretty good start with the futures up about 335 in the Dow, and the S&P up about 40 or so, and NASDAQ also higher by about 175, it looks like. So let's start off with the gold, since there was no gold comment in last night's letter because I couldn't get it to download to YouTube. Okay, so the gold, as you know, was down hard on Friday. On Thursday and Friday morning, I said that I thought that the gold looked like it was going to break to the downside and head towards as low as 1650, but certainly 1700. I didn't expect it to happen that day, but here you go. It was down 46.60 and had been down about 58 at the low. Today it's up slightly, $7.20. Not impressive at all. I mean, if this was going to turn on interest rates headed lower, it didn't happen. So it's a hard one. It's an inside day, and let's take a look at the weekly so that we can get a little better idea. Again, inside week. Of course, that doesn't really mean much on Monday, but we did break through and closed through the 50-week moving average, and the next real support is in this neighborhood, not terribly far away, but 1688, still about $50 away. I'm not saying that it's going there, but it easily could, and I think that we need some sideways action here to get a better idea of risk reward. So right now I won't be trading it. News this morning, we had Johnson & Johnson's vaccine okayed over the weekend, and while it doesn't require the extreme refrigeration and a couple of other small inconveniences that the other Moderna and Pfizer do, also it's a one shot. I can't even comment on it because J&J is up today, and if you recall my comment on Friday morning and on Thursday night, Pfizer is lower than it was when they made the announcement. The stock jumped up to about 41 and change, 42, and is now back in the 34.5, 35 area. So if I had to make a judgment on J&J, I'd say sell the news. The Biden administration says that it is readying some infrastructure projects. I don't know what there is to believe about that. If you recall, when he was vice president, he and the president talked about how there were shovel-ready things that could immediately start to go. It's only been 6 years since then, and they still haven't started anything. Berkshire Hathaway, in their letter to shareholders, their annual letter, said that they see more stock buybacks and not to bet against America. While I agree with the second part of that, I don't think we need any more buybacks up here at the highs. And frankly, I think that the airlines showed that buybacks are not always good for the companies. Fidelity closed the Geode Fund, which was a hedge fund that lost a ton of money. So I'm not surprised that they closed it, but that's about all the content that they gave as far as information. And Exxon got 2 new directors, or hasn't announced it yet, but they were put up. One of them is a specialist in ESG. I don't know how you turn Exxon into an ESG play. and the other is more involved. Angelicus is his name. He's more involved in the, excuse me, fiscal side and capital allocation. Um, I can't imagine how you get Exxon up 4% on news that they're going to deal with their current situation and turn into an ESG favored stock um, by eliminating their carbon footprint, or more likely just making themselves carbon neutral. I don't know how you do that to an oil drilling and refining and distribution company. I mean, fossil fuel is fossil fuel, and there's no putting any lipstick on that pig. So while it is up and everybody's very excited about it, I would say they're probably more excited about the price of oil at 61.5 or $62 than they are about going carbon neutral. All right, everyone. Sorry for the lack of the gold video again last night. Let me just go through a couple of the futures markets. As I said, the gold is up 770. Platinum is up 40. Silver is up 44.5. The silver, I think, is kind of in the same boat with the gold, being that it was down $1.25 and is now up roughly a third of that. Oil, as I said, up 60 cents at 62 and change, has been as high as almost 63, 62.93. The coffee is up a little. OJ is up a little more than that. The dollar has bounced up 16 cents, and Bitcoin is up 2,400. All right, everyone, be careful out there. It's a tough market.